Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Saturday and another episode of The Kizzy Show. I'm JD Kazaya, and we talk about what you want to hear. Let's kick it off with some news in the football world. Ryan Williams, a wide receiver for the University of Alabama, is going to look a little fresh in 2026. He has got a new number and a new last name. Williams going back to number 1, which he wore at Saraland High School, so say adios to the deuce, back to el numero uno. And he is adding his mother's last name to his own name, so now, instead of Ryan Williams, he's going to be Ryan Coleman Williams. I really don't have an opinion on this. It's like, okay, sure. If you want to hear somebody else's opinion, go watch somebody else. I'm just going to tell you the facts here, buddy. Speaking of facts, let's see how guys who have changed their names have fared on the field. Because as we know, Coleman Williams is coming off a little sophomore slump here. He was spectacular as a freshman, but he regressed a little. He dropped off a little bit, so to speak, sophomore season. Does changing your name lead to more success on the field? Well, Josh Allen, defensive end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, changed his name. He did what Ryan's doing. He added his mama's last name. So instead of Josh Allen, now he's Josh Hines Allen. In 2023, he had 17 and a half sacks, changed his name in 24, and he went from 17 and a half sacks to 8 sacks. He had 8 sacks in 2025 as well. So there's a little drop-off in the production there. And you're like, oh, JD, that's just one example. And plus, he's on the defensive side of the ball. Whenever an offensive guy changes their name, that works out, I guess. That's maybe what you're thinking, maybe. However, here's an example from another guy in the NFL, plays the same position as Ryan Coleman Williams, and that would be Chad Johnson. In 2008, Johnson legally changed his name to Chad Ochocinco, and he went from having 1,440 yards in 2007 to only 540 yards in 2008, and also from 8 touchdowns to 4 touchdowns. So historically, it has not fared well for guys who change their names. Now, those are just 2 examples. If you'd like to find more, you can do research on your own. Those are the only 2 examples I could think of at the moment. Comment below if you have any other examples of guys who have changed their names. Maybe it actually helped them on the field. Maybe they had a better statistical year. That's a hard word to say. Aha. So, maybe changing his name won't exactly help him on the field, but we'll have to see. Hopefully, Ryan will get back to catching in all them balls from whoever is slinging the rock here in T-Town, whether it be Austin Mack, Keelan Russell. We'll have to see. Let's move now to the world of softball. Let's talk about the Alabama Crimson Tide softball team. Y'all, these girls are 20-0. You heard me right. 20-0. And they haven't just been skating by teams. They have been pulverizing people. Y'all, I mean, roll Tide to that. Now, have they played the strongest schedule ever? No. Not going to lie, they've played some kind of bummy teams throughout the way, but you want to know their biggest win and why I have faith in them that this is not just a fluke. They're going to continue the success throughout the year and make another run in Omaha. They played number 6 Florida State in Tallahassee. They played them twice. They won 8-0 and 5-1. That's a total score of 13-1 against the number 6 team in the country. Y'all, these girls are for real. They're legit. They are starting conference play where they're starting to play some for realsy softball, taking on Ole Miss this weekend. And so it'll be great to watch. It'll be fun to watch the Alabama softball team, and I think they will have great success. And like I said earlier, make a run in Omaha. Speaking of bats and balls, let's talk some Alabama baseball. Our fellas just got done with a little run in Frisco. They went 2-1, and they won the Frisco College Baseball Classic Tournament. They beat Iowa 12-2. Then they won an absolute thriller against the then 19th ranked Oregon State Beavers. Won 8-7 off an absolute laser from Peyton Steele in the bottom of the 9th to turn a little double play that if he hadn't done that, Oregon State definitely would have won that game. But then they lost to Houston 8-2. However, the past 2 games, they won 6-5 against Jacksonville State, and then they beat Alabama State pretty handily, I think 14-4. So, very nice bounce back for the Tide. Also in the world of baseball, the World Baseball Classic is going on. The festivities got kicked off today, Friday, March 6th. This episode will air on Saturday, so whenever you're watching it, it'll be yesterday. Aha! Japan beat Taipei, which I did not know was a country until right now, 13-0. And then Cuba beat Panama 3-1. A little Latin America showdown right there. Venezuela beat the Netherlands 6-2. And then, boy, I don't know what Great Britain is doing here with a baseball team, but Mexico put the whooping on them. They said, Arriba, Arriba. I didn't even know Great Britain had a baseball. Comment below if you're from Great Britain. Y'all actually play baseball over there? I'm intrigued. That is quite wild. Peru and Colombia play tonight at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. NCA, I don't know what country that is. Hold on. Nicaragua takes on the Dominican Republic at 7 Eastern. And then the United States of America taking on Brazil at 8 Eastern. And then Taipei taking on, I think that's Czechia, the Czech Republic, at 10 Eastern. So, I love the World Baseball Classic personally. I love any type of international Olympic type sports just because every nation is just galvanized around their team. No matter how divided the nation may be, one thing that will always bring us together is sports. Let's talk some Alabama basketball now. The Tide have played 2 games since our last episode. One was against Tennessee. And boy, I mean, you talk about a nail biter. You talk about a game I did not think we were going to win. This Tennessee game right here last Saturday night. 71-69 in Knoxville. Alabama only led for 22 seconds of this game. However, they were the 22 seconds that mattered because it was at the end. So, roll tide to that. However, this was not a perfect game. Alabama got bullied all night by Tennessee. I mean, they got beat up. And this Tennessee game shows that we have in Tuscaloosa, what we have is a very holy team. And I'm not talking about sanctified, set apart by the blood of the Lamb kind of holy. I'm talking about there's a bunch of problems with this team. They are holes. A lot of holes in this team. They are not holes. They have holes. Ayo. But all over this team, especially down in the paint, especially being unable to rebound and just a lack of physicality, which if they can't fix that, then I don't know how they're going to go on a deep run in March like we're all expecting them to do here in Tuscaloosa. I low-key have no clue how they won that game against Tennessee, but it's always good to beat Tennessee. Like we've said on this show a bunch of times, we hate Tennessee. So it's always a good day to beat Tennessee. However, the Alabama Crimson Tide played a game Tuesday night in Athens, Georgia, against the Georgia Bulldogs. It lost 98-88. Boy, I did not actually watch this game. I was at a FCA banquet. Shout out to West Alabama FCA, giving me the honor to speak alongside my grandfather, Keith Pugh, and Stedman Shealy, 2 Alabama football legends. Don't really know what I was doing up there with them, but that was phenomenal. But anyways, I did not get to watch this basketball game, and I'm really glad I didn't. Alabama had 18 points in the paint. 18 points in the paint. It's pretty pathetic. 18 out of your 88 points coming in the paint. That's, guys, if we cannot, I mean, I assume the entire Alabama Crimson Tide men's basketball team is watching this, right? I mean, they have to be.
Yeah, they are.
They have to be. In fact, me and some homies, we saw Aiden Sherrill and Keenan Brister at CC's on Wednesday night. So that means they're definitely watching the show. So, I mean, guys, if we don't start getting more physical in the paint, we are not going to win any games. We ain't going to win nothing in March. Aiden, you may need to start eating some more of that CC's, bud, because when they get a little bigger down there in the paint, man, come on now. Come on now. They got out-rebounded 40-30 by Georgia. Now, I will say, Georgia's not a bad team. Georgia is a really good team. Georgia's a tournament team. I think they're going to make some noise in Nashville this week in the SEC tournament. But still, Alabama should not be playing like this. This is bad. This should be the time of the year where your team is peaking, not when your team is trending downward. Bama gave off 21 points off of turnovers, so that's 21 free points right there for Georgia, essentially. Not good. Not good for the Tide. Let's stay in the world of college basketball. And let's also play a little game. I'm going to tell you about two teams who are both on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. And you tell me which team should be in and which team should be out. Team number 1 is 30-0. I did not stutter there. They're 30-0. They're first in their conference. They're 16-0 in their conference. However, they play in a mid-major conference, so not with the Power 4 big boys. Kind of the little fellas. They have no quad 1 wins, and a bunch of their wins have been close against mediocre teams. But they're 30-0. That's team 1. I'm going to hold up number 1 finger so you can see it. Team number 2, they're 16-14. 30-0, 16-14. Not only are they 16-14, they're not even above 500 in their conference. They're 7-10 in their conference right now. However, they play in a Power 4 conference. They play with the big boys. But they also have no quad 1 wins. So, which team should be in? Team 1 or Team 2? And if you're like, why is this even a discussion? Then you and I are thinking the exact same thing. Team 1 is Miami, Ohio. They're the last undefeated team in all of college basketball. They're 30-0 right now. And the fact some people are saying they don't deserve to be in the tournament is quite frankly ridiculous. Now, who's this team 2? Who's this team that I mean Bruce Pearl, is saying should be in the tournament over the Miami, Ohio Redhawks? Well, Bruce Pearl, shocker, is saying that the Auburn Tigers should be in over the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, which, first of all, Bruce Pearl coached Auburn last year, and do you know who Auburn's head coach is? It's his son. Come on, Bruce. The fact we're having this discussion is completely ridiculous. The fact we're talking about Miami, Ohio possibly missing this tournament after going 30-0. Some people are saying if they don't win their conference, they don't deserve to be in because they play in the MAC. Absolutely ridiculous. This team should already be a lock to go to the tournament. And that's my 2 cents about that. Let's talk about high school basketball. All right, guys, it's time to pick the Alabama High School Athletic Association Men's Basketball State Championship. Silas, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. I had a busy day today. I'm back, though.
That's right. It's time to pick them. All right.
That's right.
We're here at Pappy and JoJo's house, by the way, our grandparents. So, and we're using his whiteboard. So, yeah, starting off, ignore the bad handwriting. 4A, we got Fairfield versus Asheville. Silas, these guys are actually playing right now as we're filming it. I think Fairfield's up 15-2.
Sure
Silas, they going to get it done or what?
I mean, I think it's kind of cheating. I already saw the score. Fairfield is by far looking the best team in 4A this year. I mean, I got Fairfield.
Silas has Fairfield. Just for that, I'm just going to write your name right there. Size that. Yeah, that jumped out to a pretty big lead. I agree with you, Silas.
Yep.
Fairfield, they win the 4A state. Up next, Sylacauga versus Winona. Silas, who gets it done?
I like Winona. I mean, they beat Sipsey. Sipsey was a solid team, but like we said all year, cannot be against JD's mom's alma mater. Give me Sylacauga.
Sylacauga, man. My mother and my uncles KJ and Uncle Cam went to this school. I would be an idiot to not pick Sylacauga. So give me Sylacauga. Hate that we're agreeing, but yeah whatever.
Yeah.
6A, you got Coleman taking on Oxford.
Oxford has destroyed. We don't have the bracket in front of us. Well, we do, but y'all can't see it.
That's right. Who's Oxford? They've
destroyed everybody. They destroyed Saraland.
Homewood.
They destroyed Homeland. Only gave 22 points. They're defensive magicians out there. Give me Oxford.
Oxford. You know what? Every ounce of logic says go with Oxford, just the way they've been dominating. And I mean, like we said, 22 against Homewood.
Yeah,
sheesh, that's crazy. But somehow then Coleman Bearcats, Silas. I mean, the improbable path of getting through Lee, Calera. I mean, dude, them Coleman Caucasians. Hey, give me the white boys. Get it done.
That's right.
Coleman wins 6A. And then our final game, 7A, the granddaddy of them all, the biggin, El Gran. Bailar, as they say down in Mexico.
That's right.
That's the big dance for those of y'all who don't speak Spanish. TC, Tuscaloosa County, taking on Hoover. Silas, who gets it done?
JD, TC has been on a crazy run. I don't think they're as good as it's showing. They win the 3 overtime games in the playoffs, and I really am rooting for them to beat Hoover. But Hoover is just the powerhouse of Alabama basketball, and they have been for 20 years. Give me Hoover.
Hoover. Man, we're a Tuscaloosa show. You know we want to pick TC, but we also want to be right.
That's right.
So I agree with you, Silas. I think Hoover gets it done. And that concludes our picking of the Alabama, I don't even know, what is it, AHS?
Yeah.
AA.
Yeah.
High school boys men's basketball tournament. So, till next time, I think this concludes another episode of the Kizzy Show
I think
as well,
so,
because
too.
we're all done.
Yes.
Silas, you got a final word for the people?
God bless. Have fun watching Alabama kick Auburn's tail tomorrow. It'll be a fun night. And just roll Tide.
Roll Tide. God bless. By the way, quick score for that Auburn game.
Bama 92, Auburn 88.
I'm going to say 95-80. Big win.
Big win.
Big win
Against
for
Auburn.
Bama.
All right, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, also, sorry for picking against Bama against Tennessee. Big mistake, my part.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is on you.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all have a great Saturday.